Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by endless green fields and towering trees, there lived a young farmer. He was strong, healthy, and bursting with dreams. He would proudly tell the villagers, "I own the largest piece of land in this village. One day, I'll be the richest farmer here. My fields will glow golden with crops. People will travel from far away to learn my secrets. I'll become the pride of this land." Everyone admired his big vision, but a dark shadow followed him everywhere, the shadow of laziness. When the sun rose each morning, painting the sky in gold, other farmers were already out in their fields. The young man stayed in bed, telling himself, "I'll start when the sun climbs higher." At midday, while the village men toiled under the blazing heat, he rested under a neem tree, talking endlessly about someday. In the evenings, as others counted their harvest, he counted excuses for why tomorrow would be the perfect day to begin. He loved imagining success, but he hated the hard work it demanded. His dreams were massive, his actions, zero. One evening, his wise old uncle, the most respected farmer in the village, came to visit. He stood at the edge of the young man's land. The soil was dark and rich, yet completely bare. Nothing grew there but dust. "My son," the uncle said softly, "why is your land empty? You speak of golden harvests, but I see only wasted ground." The young farmer laughed it off. "Don't worry, uncle, I'll start tomorrow. My field will be legendary. Just wait." The uncle's eyes didn't waver. He had heard tomorrow 1,000 times, so he decided to teach a lesson. He reached into his pocket and pulled out 2 small sacks of seeds. One contained a single mango seed. The other held seeds of weeds. He placed them in the young farmer's hands. "These are not ordinary seeds," he said. "One is the seed of ambition, the key to fulfilling your dreams. Plant it, water it, protect it from animals, and care for it every day, even if just a little. It will grow into a tree that bears golden mangoes worth more than gold, but it demands consistent attention. The other is the seed of laziness. Plant it and leave it alone. It needs no care at all. It will rush across your land like wildfire, choking everything in its path and destroying your dreams. Both futures are now in your hands. Which one will you tend?" The young farmer stared at the sacks. "Of course," he thought, "I'll plant the mango seed." That night, he planned to wake early and sow the ambition seed. But when morning came, the task felt too big. "I'll do it tomorrow, when I have more energy," he told himself. Days passed. Eventually, boredom got the better of him. One lazy afternoon, he carelessly tossed both sacks into the ground. "Let's see what happens," he muttered. "I can fix it later." Weeks went by. He gossiped by the well, napped at noon, and dreamed out loud. Then one morning, curiosity pulled him to his field. What he saw dropped him to his knees. The laziness seed had exploded into life. Thick, wild weeds covered every inch like a green fire, swallowing the soil. Near the edge, barely visible under the tangle, was a fragile sprout, his ambition seed, struggling, thirsty, and dying from neglect. His uncle returned, looked at the ruin, and spoke quietly. "This is your life made visible. Ambition is a delicate seed. It needs daily action and care. Without it, your dreams are just fairy tales you tell yourself. But laziness grows all by itself, and it devours everything you fail to protect." The young farmer sank down, fingers trembling over the wilted sprout. For the first time, the truth hit him hard. Dreams are sparks. Action is the fuel. Without fuel, even the brightest spark turns to smoke. That night, he didn't sleep. He finally understood. Dreams alone aren't enough. They're just seeds. Without daily care and hard work, they die. He saw all the tomorrows he had buried. He whispered,
If I don't change now, these weeds will own me forever.
He remembered something his uncle once said. Laziness isn't who you are, it's just a habit, and habits can be changed. Before the rooster crowed, he was in the field. He pulled, tore, and yanked weeds until his palms bled. He watered the tiny sprout. He came back at noon. He came back at dusk. He returned the next day and the next. The weeds fought back. He fought harder. On the third morning, his uncle appeared again, this time with a small wooden card carved with 3 simple lines. Make it small. Create easy routines. Be consistent with the above 2.